Hey everybody, Matt Hartman here for Drunkard's Walk. Thanks so much for listening, and thank you to Jesse L.E. for our theme music and Nick Harmio for our artwork. Well, we hope that you are enjoying Season 11 as it starts to wrap up here. We do still have a few episodes left, though, so don't worry. We do have a Season 12 on the horizon, I believe, and that means that we're going to need more topic suggestions. So head on over to our link tree, go to the topic suggestion form, and fill that in. Anything that's on the top of your head, anything that you're thinking about, anything that you're like, oh, remember this from when I was a kid, or remember this from last week, whatever it might be, a cool little thing you've heard of, we probably have not been there yet. Wikipedia is huge. So send in those topic suggestions, give us those ratings and reviews, and enjoy the show. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Drunkard's Walk. It's a podcast. I know you already knew that because you downloaded it, or you're streaming it, or you're listening to it on your, dare I say, Zune? I mean, maybe not now, but Zune. Good one, good one. Hey, it's not just me, though, that's here to host Drunkard's Walk. No, it's not just Matt Hartman, because that would be boring. So I brought along my spunky little sidekick, Jethro Nolan. How's it going, Jethro?
Hey, everybody. It's me, Jethro. It's great to be here. Thanks for having me, Matt.
Hey, no problem, Jethro. Hey, what? You got a little bit of a cowlick there, buddy. You better wet that down.
Ah, gee willikers.
Yeah, look at that. There you go. That looks way better. Oh, you got a little schmutz on your face. Let me get that off for you.
Not schmutz. Heavens, no.
There you go. I licked my thumb and wiped it off just like a good...
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah. Jethro, how's it going, buddy?
It's going grand, man. How are you doing?
Good. I'm super. I'm feeling anxious, though. I'm feeling a little anxious about last week's episode.
Why so? Why so?
Because we had Alex on. The wives did their walk. We still don't know how they did because of the way time works. And we're gonna have to do that same walk today, and I don't know. I feel nervous about it. If we lose, it's gonna look bad on our record.
Oh yeah, no, we're gonna definitely affect our marriages negatively if we lose. We need to.
No. If we lose, actually, that will probably affect our marriages positively. It's everybody else's opinion of us that will be lower.
No, I don't care about anybody's opinion other than the woman I live with. Everybody else's opinion matters a lot less.
Is she there? What's happening?
She's not here, Matt. She's not just off screen.
What is that? Is that a gun? Why is there a gun in the frame? That's so weird. I didn't even know she had a gun. Oh god. It's oddly enough a flintlock pistol from the American Revolution. That's so strange. Did she steal that from a museum?
I guess so. Anyway, I love my wife. It's always fun to joke about the threatened murder between.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Yeah, for sure. So I don't know, anyway, I'm nervous about it. I know that we're going to be walking from the Lewiston Maineiacs to, where did Alex give us? The Wall of Sound?
The Wall of Sound.
Yeah, and I remember he told us something about, Phil Spector? Is that who was involved with this?
Phil Spector.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, that doesn't.
It's not fair because we have to remember a whole week ago.
I know
all the information about the suggestion because I may have forgotten everything.
Yeah. Well, I definitely did. Because I don't ever remember a thing. I don't even remember the last time we did who are you talking about? Who is this?
Exactly.
Who are you? Where am I?
I'm your spunky sidekick, Jethro Nolan.
Oh, there he is. There's old Jethro Nolan.
Come on, Mr. Hartman. Let's go through Wikipedia.
I mean, I'm excited to do that. I really am, because the last trip we had from that car Kosovitsky double bass to the Lewiston Maineiacs. Remember when we did that a couple weeks ago?
Oh, yeah.
That was a good time. That was
sweet.
That was a good little hike, a good little walk through.
We went from music to hockey, and now we go from hockey back to music.
Back to music. That's right. I'm looking to see real quickly if I have any patrons that we need to shout out, because I'm supposed to shout out our patrons, and sometimes I forget to do that when we get new patrons. So I'm making sure that we don't have some new ones that are waiting on a shout out. It doesn't look like we do. So, folks, you could be our next patron. Jump on the bandwagon here and be a part of it. Actually, no, I take that back. I'm sorry. We do have a new patron. Just joined on January 17th. Oh, we have one from January 14th, too.
Look at that.
Jethro, we have some new patrons, but they are free patrons, so I actually don't have to shout them out.
All right. What is here, and forgive me, because this is going to obviously tip the fact that I may not even be a patron of my own podcast, but what do you get for free? What is the benefit for being a patron who gives no money? Are there
Well, let
benefits
me tell you, Jethro, I have no idea.
Okay.
So maybe one of them can message us and let us know. But they are joining to check it out our community. They want to be a part of the community, and I say great. I say that's very exciting to have them jump on board and to want to be a part of this. Most Patreon pages, they have stuff going on. There's comments, there's news drops, there's all sorts of stuff. Yeah. Ours doesn't have that, Jethro. Ours has basically nothing on it because I'm too busy producing the podcast, so I don't have time to keep up our Patreon page. But maybe someday we will. Should I say that?
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
But if you do join, folks, if you do join for some money, you do get stuff. You get like a sticker. You can get. What else do people get? They get access to our old episodes. They get access to our hidden episodes. So there are some episodes that have never been released and are only available on Patreon. So, that's exciting, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I'm on our Patreon page right now, and I like how for the $50 a month level, you say limited 10 out of 10.
Well, yeah, there's only I only have 10 of those just in case because I didn't want to. Doesn't that offer a chance to be on the podcast?
Something like that, but
I couldn't. If we had more than 10, then we might run out of spaces for guests, and that was my concern.
Okay, well,
look, I created this way back when I thought we were going to be a huge hit, and we're only a moderate hit, and mostly in Australia. So,
there you go.
You do what
we're
you got to do.
We're like Spinal Tap. We're big in Japan.
We are, yes, huge. This is cool. This is fun. But we should walk, man. We don't have a guest. We have no one else to talk to. I have no interesting questions to ask you, like about your favorite Muppet or anything along those lines. Those questions were awesome that Aaron brought for us. I can't believe we got a chance to talk about ourselves even more. I really appreciate that. I guess I have a question for you, Jethro.
Sure.
Instead of your favorite Muppet, tell me, what is your favorite comedy movie from the 80s?
My favorite comedy movie from the 80s specifically?
Yeah, I'm trying to narrow it down. If I just say comedy in general, it's too expansive. And I know the 80s is big, but I'm narrowing it down a little bit for you.
So I think that Groundhog Day came out in the 90s. So I think that has to be out. And most of my ultra favorites, it's funny because the 80s, I don't know that I have a whole lot that's right in there that is super, super high on my list. Because my comedic sensibilities were not particularly refined during the 80s. I mean, I would have to say Spinal Tap is probably the 80s comedy movie that I hold in highest esteem.
There you go.
There are a lot of dumb comedy movies that I still enjoy just because they have the gloss of nostalgia and childhood on them, like Better Off Dead and One Crazy Summer, which not great movies by any stretch, but I still enjoy watching them, particularly if I've had an edible. What about you? What are your favorite comedy movies from the 80s?
Well, I mean, one of my favorite movies of all times is a comedy from the 80s, and that's Back to the Future. So
you'd call that a comedy?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's funny, but isn't it more like an action adventure-y?
No, I would say it's more.
Could it be in the comedy section of a blockbuster?
Yes, definitely it was. That's the only reason I would consider it a comedy, is because that's where I would find it in Blockbuster, was in under comedy.
I would not have put that in that category. That's like a Golden Globes comedy for me. That's not like a real comedy. Because I'm a comedy snob, as you know, and I need like the uncut pure stuff where they're like, let's not even bother with any action or thrill or love, just mainline the comedy directly into me.
I see. Then I don't know what I probably Strange Brew would be my next one then.
Wow. That's a deep cut.
Yeah. I love it. I love
Yeah.
that movie. I
I
love the McKenzie brothers and in general.
I,
So, you know,
I saw the trailer for that a couple of weeks ago. Once again, see earlier comment regarding edibles. But we didn't watch the movie, but I may have to rewatch that because it's been forever. And also Mel Blanc is in that, which is fantastic.
I think, is he actually in it, or is it just his voice? Because I think it might just be his voice.
Oh, I'm learning a new thing and it's breaking my heart.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the voice of their father, and he's off screen the entire time.
Oh, no, because there's like some shots that show him. Now I'm going to have to look this up on IMDb real quick.
It's possible he may also be in it, but I know he also does the voice of the father, and he doesn't appear as the father. He may appear at another point, like as a customer in the store returning the beer or something along those lines.
Because they definitely have a shot of the father in the movie, and you can hear Mel Blanc's character voice.
Really?
Yes. I should, instead of looking for Mel Blanc, I should have looked for Strange Brew.
Yes.
Because Mel Blanc has a lot of. Also, there's a weird story about Mel Blanc being in a car accident, and like while he was in recovery, he couldn't talk to people except in Bugs Bunny's voice.
I have heard that. Yes, I have heard that story.
Yeah, that was like a Radio Lab or something. All right, here we go. Top cast. Bing, bang, boom. Where is he? Max von Sydow. Paul Dooley. Christie waited on Paul Dooley once at Second City.
Really?
Yeah. I saw him in Hollywood one time at a screening of The Aristocrats.
Yeah, he just did the voice. He is the voice of Mr. McKenzie. He is not in the film otherwise.
My heart is broken now. Well, now we might as well just go on our stupid walk since all my childhood B movies have been ruined.
Sorry about that. But before we go on the walk, Jethro, there's a couple of things we need to do that we always do.
What do we need to do? What do we do?
Number one, I'm having a drink. I know that you are still probably participating in the dry January, so you are not. But am I correct?
Well, my participation in dry January has wavered a bit, but I'm not drinking tonight.
Okay.
So I'm having a damp January, I guess.
So that's what I was doing. Yes.
Yeah. I'm having a Polar Premium Seltzer, naturally calorie-free, lime flavored, and it's amazing.
Wow. Is it actually amazing, or are you being that way?
No, you have to pretend to enjoy life without all the things that you used to enjoy in life.
Okay, I see.
What about you? Are you having an actually fun beverage?
I am having an actually fun beverage. I'm still on my my advent calendar from Flavor, and nice. I'm on to number 6 here, which is Bull's Head Bourbon, which is a bourbon from Washington. No, it's from New York, excuse me. But it is named after the Bull's Head Tavern where George Washington and his troops toasted their victory before marching into Manhattan. So nice. that is what it is named after. It's got a caramel taste, some vanilla, a little bit of spicy. It's from Spirits Lab, and it's called Bull's Head Bourbon, 45% alcohol. And I mean, it's a bourbon. I enjoy it. I don't know. A lot of people say if it's not from Kentucky, what are you doing? But New York seems to know what they're doing.
Yeah, I feel like those sort of regional spirits snobs. I mean, you got to get out of here.
Get out of here.
Well, no, it's like, hey, I appreciate that there are some places that have a history of making good spirits, and that is certainly to be honored and valued. But then when you get into the snobbery of only we can make XYZ spirit, that's to me where it because I mean, that's the whole thing the French had to get against the California wines was that, well, they're not French. How could they be good if they're not from us? So it leads to that kind of snobbery, which I'm not a fan of. Like if you're really good at making wine, you should welcome all challengers, because then you're really good at making wine and other people are trying that. And that's fine. I see that kind of snobbery in a lot of places, and it turns me off, man. Turns me off.
All right. I understand. I don't know what to say. I don't feel that way.
I wasn't blaming you, Matt. I wasn't blaming you.
I feel like I can drink it from wherever, so I love it all.
There you go.
Let's have a little more.
All right. So now what else do we have to do? Can we go on our walk?
Predictions,
Mr.
Jethro.
Hartman, can we go on our walk, please?
Come on now, Boy Wonder. You have to make your prediction before we go on our way here. How many links will it take us to get from the Lewiston Maineiacs, Maine, to the Wall of Sound? What do you think?
All right. I have made my guess.
All right. Well, in that case, then let's go. Let's do it now.
Here we are. We're at the page for the Lewiston Maineiacs, which is delightful and charming. It's not huge. There are a number of hockey references here.
Mm-hmm.
There are some geographic links that are available to us. The one thing that pops out to me immediately, though, is the team played its home games at the Androscoggin Bank Colisée, which is the venue that they played in. And like a lot of sports venues, at least back in the day, it probably hosted a wide-ranging number of events, some of which were likely to have been musical in nature.
Yeah, well, we know for sure that there was a boxing match there, right? That was one of the ways we got in here.
Yes. Nothing's more musical than boxing.
No, that is for sure. Well, there's dancing, in boxing, right? They dance around a little bit. That may very well be a good way to go. I'm looking to see if there are any other references in here. I see a lot of references to like NHL teams, which potentially gets us into like there are a lot of NHLers that are married to like famous people. And so I'm thinking that perhaps there might be a link through that. Like if we got into the New York Rangers, perhaps there is somebody there who's married to some. I don't know. Like I don't know names off the top of my head to tell you.
That's a bad sign then.
No, I understand, but I know that it does exist. Okay, Valerie Bure, or maybe it was Pavel Bure, is married to Candace Cameron. That's a famous person that's married to a hockey player.
Wow.
Not helpful in any way, either of any of those names.
If we needed to get to an episode of Growing Pains, I would be right there.
No. We could go to Full House as well, because she was actually in Full House.
I know, but her brother Kirk was in Growing Pains.
Growing Pains. Yeah, I know. I understand. I see a link to all of the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League teams down here at the bottom as well. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe your arena thing, that might be the only real way out of here. Other than, again, if we went through an NHL team or the National Hockey League in general, potentially we get into more like pop culture type of things. But, I don't. Yaroslav Halak isn't here. I've actually heard of him. He was a pretty good goaltender for a while.
So I will say this, down in the purple area down below in the external links, there is a category section. And I'm not suggesting we go there, so calm your jets before you get too excited. Okay. But the first two categories that are listed are 2003 establishments in Maine, because I'm guessing this hockey team was established in 2003.
Yeah.
And then they have a category for 2011 disestablishments in Maine. Mm-hmm. So disestablishments is a word that I don't often hear, and I usually only hear it in reference to anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Oh, yes.
Which is the people who are against not establishing the Church of England or something like that. But forever used to be like the longest word that I knew.
Yeah, me too.
Even though clearly I have a hazy at best command of what it means and what it's for.
Oh, I certainly had no idea what it meant when I learned it. I just knew that it was a long word. So, we can go through that. There is another arena down here. I noticed the Cumberland County Civic Center. So if we felt that the Cross Insurance Arena was somehow better, we could go to there.
Where's that?
That's down. And in fact, the only reason I would argue that we should go through that is because we went through the Colisée to get in here. But this is in Takeover by League and Disbanding. And it talks about disrupting their lease with the Cumberland County Civic Center in Portland.
Yeah. Well, I would say go to Portland, because isn't Portland, Maine bigger than Lewiston, Maine?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, and Portland's a bigger city, so it likely would have attracted bigger acts. So
all right,
I would
let's do it.
Cumberland County Civic Center in Portland. There we go.
Which takes you to the Cross Insurance Arena. So it must have changed names at some point.
Not to be confused with the Cross Insurance Center or Crown Coliseum.
No, I would never make that mistake.
Yeah, but you're not a Manian.
I'm not.
All right, we got Elvis Presley right out of the gate, ZZ Top right out of the gate.
Yes,
listed as links here, either of which would be great. Although I'd probably be inclined to go with ZZ Top, just because I'm trying to figure. I don't know a lot about. I mean, I certainly heard the name Phil Spector, but I'm more of a fan of his murder work than deeply knowledge about his musical.
You're a fan?
Work. Sorry, I'm not really tuned into a lot of the specifics around Phil Spector's life, so I'm not, other than the artists that were mentioned again last week, like the Ronettes, the Righteous Brothers, the Beach Boys, Ike and Tina Turner, Meatloaf. Not sure who we'd go with there.
So we can definitely go through one of those two to get into the music industry. But I am also noticing that down below, there is apparently there's something called the National Arena League, and it has a bunch of event centers, like under venues. So are any of these perhaps better to go to? I'm starting to look at them and feel like the answer is going to be no, but that they might have bigger acts or a wider range of acts that were there. But
so there is in the purple section a subsection for the music venues of Maine, which could get us to even more musical acts.
Yeah, but that's a category link. I don't really.
It's not a category link.
What? Where are you looking?
So the categories are at the very, very bottom, but yes. Above that there is the music. There are the purple things that you have to click show to expand, and there is a section for music venues of Maine.
You know what the problem is? Okay, never mind. Mine wouldn't. I couldn't click on show for a second, but I refreshed the page and I'm able to do that. So yeah, I see music festivals linked in there, and outdoor arenas and things like that. So should we go to one of those, or should we go to an Elvis Presley or a ZZ Top?
I feel like if we're trying to get to a wall of sound, like we don't need to go to another music venue, because if we're going to another music venue, we're just hoping for a different artist when we've got ZZ Top and Elvis Presley right there. So
yeah, I'm more inclined to go through Elvis only because I know that ZZ Top isn't one of the acts that he talked about, and I feel like Elvis is going to have links to more other bands than ZZ Top is going to.
So I agree with you. Elvis is certainly a bigger star than ZZ Top is. Here's my counter argument: that was Elvis working earlier than Phil Spector, to the point where, like, do we feel like there was overlap between the two?
He talked about the Righteous Brothers, didn't he? And the Ronettes,
and Ike and
maybe?
Tina Turner. Yeah. Okay. All right. Fair enough. All right. Elvis Presley. I like that. He is, after all, the king.
Let's go to Elvis.
The king of rock and roll. Fantastic. Sun Records is listed here. Tupelo, Mississippi.
Yeah, that's where he's from.
So many wonderful things here. Quite a big page. Apparently, he's quite well known.
There's a link to Sexually Provocative.
All right. Well, have you ever seen him dance?
Yes.
There are links to various record labels: RCA Victor, His Master's Voice, Allied Artists. This is going to be a big one to get through here.
Yeah, hillbilly music is linked on here, as well as a lot of different Beale Street. There's a lot of names of singers on here as well. I'm just into the what is this section? I don't even know these names. Oh, these are country singers and Southern gospel singers. Gosh.
Yeah. So we're trying to get to wall of sound. So there are,
which might be in here. I see jury rigged and echo effect.
Oh, do you see echo effect? Where's echo effect?
I do. It is under it's under 1953 to 1956 first recordings, and in the second paragraph, almost at the bottom, it says, again in a distinctive style and employing a jury rigged echo effect that Sam Phillips dubbed slapback.
Interesting.
So
Very
echo effect might be a path.
Ooh, and it even says jury-rigged echo effect. And jury-rigged is linked separately.
Yeah.
And echo effect just takes you to delay is an audio signal processing technique that records an input signal to. Ooh, that's a strong candidate.
Mm-hmm.
That is a strong candidate, right? I can't even put together a fake argument against that. That's really, really, really good.
I'm looking to see if there's something. If is it possible that Wall of Sound is just going to be on this page?
It's possible. I mean, I don't know enough about it to be able to delineate like, oh yes, that's Wall of Sound versus that is not Wall of Sound. So I would have to hear several examples to be better educated on the prospect. But I
Just because
am
he was
slowly working my way.
Well, he was talking about how it was like connected to that kind of rock and roll sound, and I mean, certainly Elvis was one of the, one of the people that brought rock and roll to the forefront, or certainly one of the people that was paid attention to that brought rock and roll to the forefront.
I see a link here to Unchained Melody, which isn't that a Righteous Brothers?
Yeah, it's one of the brothers. I think it might be right. Yeah, I think it's Righteous Brothers. Yeah.
Okay.
What was the song that he said? There was a song that he mentioned though.
You've Lost That Love and Feeling?
Yes, that's what it was.
Okey-dokey.
Which is in the movie Top Gun. So if we had just gone through Top Gun, we'd have been here by now.
It's so true. I forgot to click on the Top Gun link at the Lewiston Maineiacs. That would have immediately gotten me there.
Gosh, it is such a long page. Oh, there's the Beatles. I see the Beatles. So we said that that Phil Spector had some connection to the Beatles. We could potentially.
Yeah, if we think that Elvis's page is long, the Beatles page is going to be.
We've been to the Beatles page.
Yeah. It's very, very long.
It is.
His work as a sex symbol. Candice Bergen is listed here. Interesting.
Candice Bergen. Okay. Well, that's surprising, but I believe you. Wow. Folks, did you know that Elvis had quite a long career and also was very well known? Monty Python is linked on here.
Is it?
Yeah, I never would have guessed that.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Carter, the recently deceased Jimmy Carter, rest in peace.
There you go.
On here.
There's also a link to Lester Bangs, who was a American music journalist and critic who might have a link to Phil Spector and or the Wall of Sound.
Well, you know what else is on here is Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Well, I just feel like potentially Rock and Roll Hall of Fame gets us into, I mean, Phil Spector might be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for all I know.
Yeah, but our goal isn't to get to Phil Spector. Our goal is to get to Wall of Sound.
I'm with you. Yes.
And also, if you recall from last week, Alex gave us the tantalizing clue that he had a different destination picked, but it only had a certain small number of possibilities to get into it. Mm-hmm. And so he changed to this one because it had more. So I feel like we don't have to fall in love with Phil Spector in order to get to Wall of Sound.
No, I totally agree with you. But I guess my other thought was that there's a chance that Wall of Sound shows up on that Rock and Roll Hall of Fame page as well. It's
possible. It's certainly possible. But I feel like I feel like the slapback, the jury rigged echo effect thing that you found earlier is a really good really, really good option. And that's what I'm going to vote that we go with.
Yeah. Okay. I was just looking at some other.
And you can't argue against it because you proposed it.
I did propose it. It was one of the first things I saw. So I don't want to say that it was, I finally reached the bottom of the page. I'm in the references now. And now I'm into studio albums and budget albums and stage shows and all of the different things that are linked for him. I mean, there is, that's a portal. I don't want to go to that. There's a rock music portal. Oh, is there just rock music up at the top? Is there like something under his little breakdown? Single songs, film. Oh, rock and roll. I mean, maybe we just go to rock and roll.
Uh, I mean, we could,
If wall of
but
sound is one of the big things. My concern with going to the echo, what is it called? The delay or whatever it is that
yeah.
like if it's not there, do we are we on a very small page where we've limited ourselves and we have no way out?
Yeah, but it's going to list like, hey, echo effect was used in these types of music, and they're going all going to be, modern music because they are a product of the recording process. So
Maybe.
it's going to have links to other music capabilities. I guess my problem with rock and roll is the exact opposite. Like, there's a whole lot to say about rock and roll,
Hmm.
and Wall of Sound is a very specific, thing within the broad universe of rock and roll, and in going to the big umbrella topic of rock and roll, I mean, we're already at Elvis Presley for heaven's sakes. Um, so if we narrowed our search down to here are specific audio types or audio things within the vast universe of recorded music, I think that's we need to narrow down our options rather than expand them.
All right. I just remember if the wives beat us, it's going to be a rough one. So
Okay, well,
you
I
think
win either
Echo
way
Effect's going
because
to get us there faster?
this is the one that you suggested. But yes, I think Echo Effect is the way to go.
All right, let's do it.
All right,
That takes us to
here we go.
delay audio effect.
Fantastic. Tape loops, Elvis Presley, Buddy Holly, audio plugin software.
Okay.
All right. Slapback effects, Ampex, 19, Blue Moon of Kentucky, Buddy Holly. So many different cool things here. Chet Atkins, Roger Moore. Oh,
Pitch
Ikaturo
shifting.
Kakahashi.
Oh, I
Pitch
see.
shift.
I see reverberant space. Somehow and send tape echo delay Steed at the Abbey Road Studios.
There you go.
That's neat.
Indeed. So there's a lot of audio stuff that's in here, which is cool.
There is. I see hard disk drive. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Lee
Um,
Scratch Perry is here.
hey,
Emily
that was one of our destinations.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
He's the musical Pliny the Elder.
That's right. He is. Gibson is on here. Software plugins. U2 and The Edge are both linked here.
Yeah. Frippertronics.
Yeah, sure. Stereo with double tracking, stereo reverb double tracking. Sam Phillips at Sun Records.
Yeah. Feel like we saw him before.
Yeah. Sound
right.
reinforcement systems.
All right, we're getting down here to the end of the page, and I'm not seeing.
Yeah, I don't see anything about this.
There's music production and there's music technology.
Okay.
Interesting. Interesting indeed. Well, it would seem that on first glance. Wait a minute!
Whoa!
See it?
I see it.
I see it. In the purple box under music production, there is a link under practices and aesthetics to Wall of Sound. Woo!
Yeah!
I was just about, and also in my elation where I screamed, I accidentally did something to my mouse, and now Wikipedia is in black with white text, and I don't know how to undo it.
You've sent yourself into another dimension. You are in the upside down, my friend.
I clearly have. It's just on Wikipedia though, so I'll have to figure out how to undo that because it's jarring.
But we did it. We made it. We found it.
I can't believe it.
Oh, I thought for sure we hadn't. It was that purple box saved us.
Oh no!
Yet again.
Yeah, I was starting to plan my story for why it's your fault.
How was that going for you?
Pretty good. I always find a reason it's your fault, Matt. So.
Well, that's good. All right. I'm glad that you figured it out. Well, we did it. We found it all the way from Lewiston Maineiacs to Wall of Sound. Jethro, I don't know how you did on your predictions. I did decently, but not as well as I guessed 5. I guessed 5 on my thing.
I also guessed 5.
Oh, a tie! Because it was 4. Neither of us are right, but we did tie. So there you go. Another tie for the season. That brings our totals to Jethro 4, Matt 3, with 3 ties. And then last week, obviously, didn't count toward it because the ladies did their walk. But speaking of the ladies and speaking of their walk, I think we should get them back on the call here and talk to them about how they did, because we still don't know.
We don't.
Yeah. So how do you feel about that? Should we grab them back on?
I love it. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. We'll be back in a moment. All right, the ladies are back, and it's time to talk about how things went. Wives, welcome. You look tired. What's how's it going?
It's because we just woke up from a nap.
Oh, I understand.
We got done in like 2 minutes.
Well, you did your episode last week, so it's been a whole week since you.
Oh,
we've been sleeping since then.
Right, I understand.
Yeah.
It takes a lot out of you, and Wikipedia it's so much information. It bombards your brain. It's tough to deal with. So, but how was it? How did it go? I mean, the audience already knows. They've already listened to the episode. We are the only ones that are in the dark. So how did it go for you?
I think the positive side of it is that I got to spend a really long time online with Christy, and that was great.
Yes.
But
lots of hanging out, lots of good times.
That's good.
It was rough.
Yeah. Oh no.
Well,
don't worry. We edited down the episode, so.
Oh,
you
good.
did? Did you take out all of the pauses where like there was just silence because we didn't know where to go next?
No, we edited out most of the talking. The pauses we left in.
Yeah, we left the pauses in.
Good.
So, yeah.
Great,
that'll be good.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to talk about your path at all, or how many it took you to get there, or anything, or do you want us to tell you about what we did first?
Matt, it's your podcast. What do you want to do?
Oh,
yeah, what do you want to do, Matt?
Well, the audience just listened to us go through ours, so why don't we have a brief review of what you all did?
Hey, get out of my spreadsheet.
I'm not...
Jethro, is that you? Damn it. Jethro, this spreadsheet needs to be edited before it's ready for the public eye.
Oh, so I guess Jethro knows what happened because he went to the tab on our spreadsheet that they were populating. I did not open that yet because I wanted it to be a surprise. So tell us what you did. How many did it take you to get there?
-2 links.
Boom.
Makes very little sense. So you got there 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
Before we started the episode.
Yeah, we don't want to brag, but yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well done.
It took us 6. It took us 6 links together.
That's amazing that you took 6 links and then spread it out over that much time.
Yeah.
Well, I'll
there was
tell
lots
you for
to
why.
read.
It's because parts of the way through Zoom told me that I needed to upgrade my account. So we had to stop and then restart the recording on a new Zoom call. So,
Yeah, I remember editing that last week and being really frustrated by that.
I know,
since we had that whole conversation beforehand.
I know, but it was fun though because like you weren't angry with me at all.
Right?
Like,
no, I
and
remember.
In fact, I really loved the chocolates that you bought for me and the flowers. And
Valentine's.
just really, I know it was just so nice of you.
Yeah, you ate all my chocolates, by the way.
Also, we're going to have that problem with this Zoom call if we don't hurry.
Well, six is pretty good. Actually, 6 is pretty good.
How many did you guys do it in?
Not 6.
I hate you. I hate you
We
already.
didn't do it in 6.
I will say that Matt and I both guessed 5, and Matt and I were both wrong.
Correct. That's right.
4?
We tied. We did do it in 4. Yeah.
Shut the front door. No, you did not.
We did.
We did.
In fact.
We absolutely did.
And if you look at our spreadsheet, which is season 11, you'll see that we went from the Lewiston Maineiacs to the Cross Insurance Arena to Elvis Presley to the delay audio effect and then the Wall of Sound.
Oh my God.
That's what we did. So what did you guys go through?
Wow.
Yes.
We went from we went to the LA Kings. Jethro, you're making me feel seasick. Stop moving around the spreadsheet. We went to the LA Kings, and then we went to iHeartRadio, which very quickly we realized that iHeartRadio was way too modern. So then we broadened our horizons and went to Apple Music.
Yeah, the old timey Apple Music. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, but like we were thinking maybe there'd be like genres or something, but we were lucky because we found the Beatles.
Yes.
So from Apple Music, from the Beatles, we found Philip, old Phil Spector, and then from Phil Spector, we found other than the murder, death, killy,
Sure.
was the Wall of Sound.
Oh, there you go. We almost talked about the Beatles for a moment. We saw them in one of the pages, I think in Elvis's page. And we thought, oh, we could go through there and get to Phil Spector. But Jethro was like, we've already been to the Beatles. What's the point? Don't want to go back.
I'm curious, though, because like I was just like, oh, God, Christy, did I miss a link?
What?
Shit, no, we went to Rolling Stone from Apple Music, and then we went to the Beatles.
Oh, yeah, we did.
We did.
See.
We missed. Yeah, I missed that because we were toying with the idea of was it Dolby?
Yeah, I bet
To
that
get
would have
into
been
like
better.
that kind of like sound engineering area, and I think probably I'm curious. I'm gonna have to go back and look to see if Wall of Sound is on that page.
Actually on the Dolby page. That's what
Yeah,
you think it
well,
could be? Yeah.
Or just a better route anyway.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying. Well, that's so there you go. So that was that was a walk.
That was something.
I would say though, I mean I am being serious when I say that 6 is totally respectable. I mean
Absolutely,
yeah.
But
Especially
7 though, that's not.
Oh, well, 7 is still good. I mean, we have had walks. We had a walk of 10 this season, and as you say, we do this a lot. So I don't think that 7 is all that bad, personally, but
We did say that.
we did
Yeah.
we did win.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
did
we did win.
win.
We did win.
Which is pretty great.
It's fine though because Christy and I won in our hearts.
Oh,
That's right. And that's where
good.
it's most, I feel like a winner because I got to hang out with Emma.
I agree. And in fact, in between, it took us so long because between links, we were discussing ideas for Wives Lives podcast.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't wait.
That's great. Yeah, I look forward to hearing that at some point.
Yeah.
Are you going to have guests on?
No.
Okay.
No.
Well,
No, it's just going to be
Dave Foreman.
Christy and I. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Dave will he's actually the third host.
Yeah.
Oh,
There you go.
okay. And you should invite Rick on from time to time.
Oh,
as
yeah,
well.
and Rick.
Yeah,
sure.
Rick.
There we
But
go.
that's it.
Great
no one
idea.
else.
All right.
Fair enough.
Well,
just us.
Thank you, ladies, for being willing to do this and to come on and record. I know the people love hearing your episodes, and we certainly love having you on and being a part of this with us. So we really appreciate it. Thank you. And maybe we will see you again in season 12, if we can. Maybe
We'll think about it.
Yeah,
we'll talk about it.
We'll check our
We'll have a
schedule, 'cause
discussion on
it's-
Wives
yeah.
Lives. And
Okay.
It's going to be real busy because we're actually going to be taking the podcast on tour.
Yeah.
Sure.
Wow.
So that'll be the North America tour. So maybe we could fit you in before we head over to Europe.
Well, yeah. I mean, I will say we've done some live shows recently, and get some ads maybe.
Yeah, definitely get the word out there. 'Cause...
Yeah, the tickets went on sale, and I don't want to say like it was exactly like Taylor Swift and selling out, but it was pretty close.
It was good.
But it was no Dimension
good about
20,
it.
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Because they actually did better sales than Taylor Swift and were getting higher prices. So
I think that you should pipe down about my girl Taylor Austin Swift.
I'm just saying that's how good Dimension 20 is. You just got to check it out. So all right. Well, we hope to see you again, and folks, we will see you again next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.